All right, hey, here we go. Take two. I did this last night. I didn't even have my thingy plugged in for the thingy and it didn't record. That happens every once in a while. Oh well, these are my problems. Okay, here we go. We're drawing the ball. Let's draw the ball. So this is something that I did. It was a drill. I'll call it a drill. I'd put these balls in and my goal was to bring it straight back on a frozen rope and hit the tip of the cue. I'm not going to go this direction because I got the camera set up there. So we're just going to do these 4 pockets and I'll just work you through my little draw drill. The reason why I came up with this is because I was at a pro tournament and I saw Alex, I think. And Alex, when I'd watch him draw the ball, he would draw it so accurately and I would sort of spray the ball and just kind of pray. And I would kind of get into sort of I just have it coming backwards towards the zone sort of. And I just thought, why can't I just train to try to be more accurate, to try to bring it back on this straight line? So this is what I did. And so it's a little bit advanced, right? Because there's distance. The farther away the cue ball is, the easier it is to draw. So it's kind of an advanced drill to get it to come back to the center point, basically. Like we're kind of looking to get it in a zone like this. That's probably a pretty great shot, you know? And we'll go through, I'll give it an A, B, C. I'll give you those gradings as I hit them. But that's it. So when I do this, you know, I'm going to pay attention to the biomechanics a little bit. And so I want to be straight. I want to be loose. I want to be having my aim accurate. My thickness is very important on this shot because thickness is going to determine the direction of the draw. If I hit it on the left side, it's going to draw to the left, the right to the right, and straight to come straight. So, so that's it. So we're just going to work on that. And then, like I said, I'll work a little bit on being loose and having acceleration and a little snap. And then the physics is going to be how that ball is spinning when it gets there. Is it spinning? Is it sliding? Those kind of things. So on the geometry is kind of the angle. So, all right, whatever. Let's do it. Enough yapping. Let's come back straight and hit the tip. Okay, good. I'm going to give that an A. Now come around, hit the 6. Okay, I'll give that like a B+, because it's right on the edge of the circle size I want, and it's dead straight. So I really like the accuracy of the strike. So a lot of this, what I'm trying to do is really thickness first, meaning I want that line to be coming back. So if I hit this shot, and this is my line back to the tip, I'm less concerned when I'm doing this drill. Depends, right? My first concern is getting it coming on that line. My second concern is to have enough energy to get it to come back. And of course, but my first concern is getting the line down. I want to have the thickness correct. Okay, so I'm sort of feeling it out. So I hit it on the left side of my aim point. Need to hit it more to the right in order to come back to the tip. And of course, like I said, I wasn't so concerned about like the speed control. We'll do the next one. We'll try the 14. Okay, I'm gonna give that one like an A+. That was really good. So we like it. And then the other thing I'm looking for on this is that I don't want it, let me show you how I don't want it to look, right? I'm not trying to hit it. See what happens, there's a couple what can go wrongs, right? If my tip's not high enough and I go low, low, it can look like that where I tipped up and the direction's wrong and everything. I'm hitting it so hard. I hit that harder than the one that I hit and it came out bad. So this is what I'm trying to avoid. You know, I don't want that, so I work on it. Yeah. So when I've done this drill a lot, okay? And not today. This is the first I hit it. I hit 2 or 3 shots while I was talking to Jolie while I was waiting to clear up our discussion and start filming. But so I hit maybe 3 shots before filming. But in general, I've hit this quite a few times, right? And when I first started doing it, I'd spray it everywhere. I'd lose my spin, everything like that. It was just a bleep show. But I've just worked through the components, right? So if I'm losing my spin, I forget about the direction and I try to get the physics correct, the spin happening. Once I get the spin to come back with the correct biomechanics and the correct strike and the physics of the cue ball, then I start working on the direction, kind of the geometry of it. So this is what I'm doing. So let's go. So far, so good. I had one that came back perfect, near perfect, one that came back near perfect, one that I sprayed off to the left, and then one that I hit perfect with speed and direction. So we're just going to try again. We'll see what happens. And if we get stalled on any ball from here on out, we're going to keep hitting the ball till we can hit it correctly. Ooh. So I would hit that again because now I'm warmed up-ish. I got the cue ball coming back nice. The direction was pretty close. I mean, I was only off to the right a little bit. I think it came up, I think maybe, I don't remember if it was left or right, but I missed my tip by only a frog hair. So now we're going to try to come back to the dot. So now we know the direction's pretty good. Everything, mechanics, everything's pretty good. Now we're going to try to come back to the dot. Okay, that's almost on the dot. We're going to give that one an A. Since we hit that one, we'll come to the next one and we'll try the same thing. Hit the tip. I would have been close. That would have been like a B+ range. So when I know that it's going to hit the tip, I'm going to move the tip, just as a heads up. Because I want to see how I come close to the dot or not close to the dot. So that was a tip too high, not enough spin on the cue ball. Got halfway there. I'm going to give that a C-. So because I got a C-, we're going to try to hit it again, do a little better. And then the correction is to hit it with a little more acceleration, a little lower. Okay, we got that into the C+ range. So we had improvement, so we're happy about that. And now we're going to, I might go past the dot now because I hit two that were really short of the dot. So might end up going past the dot. We'll see. The direction's not bad. I like the direction. That's important. Foul, foul. Okay. If I was, yeah, I'm going to give that a B+. Because it's good. It's right in the area. Oop. So let's do one more. We'll do one more here, see if we can at least get a B+ or an A-, and then we'll move on to the harder ones. And on these closer ones, the reason why I like to stay in this range and work on these and get them down better is because I need to, if I can't hit these accurately and with spin. Okay, that's another B+. If I can't hit these accurately, I'm going to have very little chance when I get farther away with the cue ball. So I've been short on like 5 in a row or something. So let me see if I can get a little more. How's your father? That's from, what's that from? That's from, how's your father? That's from, I think it's from Who Married an Axe Murderer. Okay, that's good. We're going to give that about an A-. I like it. Now let's go to the gritty, the nitty gritty. The nitty gritty. And we're going to hit the 1. And we remember we came off to the left. So we're going to have that in our memory bank. And we're going to try to get this rock to snatch back straight towards the cue ball. Ooh, we like it. Oh, yeah, I'm going to give it an A, not even an A-. That's a good one. Okay. Let's do it again. This one was good next time. We're just going to do what we did last time, right? Easy. Okay, we like the everything was great, except for direction. we're outside of our zone. So I'm going to give that one because it's so far away, I'm going to give that one like a B almost plus. Because like if my zone is here, like if this is a pretty great zone, out there is pretty close, man. So I'd say if I can get it to touch that zone from this far away, A minus. So just outside that zone, not bad. Okay, so we were left on that strike. So we're going to aim it. We're just going to remember to thicken it, like go a little more to the right. Ooh, too much to the right. Similar outcome though, just a little farther, right outside the zone, B plusy. Now we're gonna look and see if we can get an A minus out of this hog. I heard my dog barking, he got sharked. I have two dogs, Casey, the little crapper, he's a little stinker. And then I got Houston, the best dog in the world. And Houston has this thing where he wants to go outside for exactly 3 minutes, and then he begs to get outside. You let him outside, and then 3 minutes later, as soon as he walks up to the door, he starts barking. So I heard him bark right before that shot. Okay, let's do it. We were a little army golf, left, right. Now we're gonna go center. Okay, very similar to the last shot, just a little bit short. Give that one a B minus. Okie dokie. So really what we're working on is direction, just thickness. And now the direction is off to the left. We lost the spin. Okay, good. We like it. We like it because, you know, I'm not going to sit here and hit an A shot. I'm hitting these to learn. He's out there barking. I can't stop my video. I told my kid, I told Ami, I asked Ami, I said to him before I went out to film, I said, you got to let the dog in if you let him out. And he's like, I will. He's probably in there like with his headset on, jamming on his guitar, and the dog's out there barking. So we might have to cut this video short. Okay, I'm losing my draw. A little more acceleration. Let's go. And Yahtzee. I'm going to give that a strong A. All right. So that's it. I can sit here and hit shots if you want, but if my dog barks one more time, I'm going to end this video. So I'm trying to think of any questions you might have. I'm not here to give you if you want to watch technical draw videos, I might have some on my channel. I don't know. I'd have to go look, but probably not. The only thing I can tell you is hit it lower than you think. Don't be afraid to chip it off the table. You have to accelerate through. You have to hold your follow through, push through the cue ball, and don't stab and stop. Push through. Even if it's slow, you got to slowly accelerate. See that? I just wanted to show you how to slowly accelerate through. Pull back and slowly accelerate through. I wasn't really concerned about anything other than the mechanics of showing you how it should look. Because I think when I'm training people, what I see is this. Okay, now that can happen. You can get the ball back very stiff, whatever, but it's very inaccurate, and a lot of flinchy stuff happens with that. And actually gave that person more credit by aiming lower than they usually aim. Usually they don't aim that low and they have that thing of a stroke. The other thing we can see is people that have spent a long time smoothing their stroke out, and they're tipping here because they think they're going to chip the ball from here. I'm not saying hit here because that will chip the ball. Chip. I want to hit here. There's a big difference between here and here, here and here, here and here. Yeah, I want you to not hit here, hit here. So not here, here, boom. I just wanted to show you the ball draw back. Okay, so there's a big difference. So I'm just giving you some draw tips, okay? And I'll give you one more draw tip, okay? We don't need this ball to hit the ball and the table at the same time. We need to be up a little higher, and it needs to get to the table right there. Not necessarily here through. It can get to the table quick to get it to draw back, but not too quick. Okay, it needs to go through quick, but not too quick. If it gets too if it gets through too quick, it'll look like this. And so when you're doing this and practicing and training, it's okay to chip it, but I'm going to show you what it looks like when it gets too quick. Low, low, too quick. It got too quick. It met the table and the ball at the same time. It needs to, it's a timing thing. Drawing the ball is a timing thing. All shots are a timing thing, but especially drawing the ball. You need to time that tip to go through the cue ball and into the cloth as quick as you can, but not too early. Okay, let's try it. We'll run through one more time. We'll see how many we can get. Okay, 1. Nice. Consider that a A-, B+. This, and it was, I'm more so thinking about the directional thing was perfect. Yep, same with that. I'm coming back to my tip. Directionally, 2 in a row, nice. These are the harder ones. We're checking the direction, meaning thickness. Close. Not a bad miss. B-ish. Okay. Okay. C-. Let's do it again. Why is this pocket? Maybe I'm reaching, or maybe it's the way I'm stretched over the table. Who knows? I don't really care. I'm just gonna hit it till I get it. Or do it again. I don't want to leave on a C-. Okay. A-, B+. Good enough. All right, that's it. Hopefully this was helpful. Yeah, cool. Draw drill. Oh, sheesh, I forgot. Okay, how do you do it if you're a beginner? Darn it. We're gonna do the same thing. My dog stopped barking, great. We're gonna do this. This is part of the directional draw video. I'll link it in the description. The last time I said that, I didn't link it till someone busted my balls about it, but ow, I hurt my leg the other day dragging something. I shouldn't say hurt it, I tweaked it. Lifting something heavy for somebody. I don't remember what it was. Anyways, we're gonna directionally draw towards the center, okay? So this is our beginner distance, we're closer, and we're gonna hit it with the correct thickness, and we're gonna draw towards center, okay? And we're gonna work on that line right there. And if we hit it into this rail, it's too thin, we didn't hit enough of the ball. If we hit and it comes back towards us more, that direction, that was closer to the first one. Oh, what was I carrying that was so heavy? I can't remember. Was it something? I don't remember. Anyways, okay, now we're gonna hit it thicker. The piano! Ami's got a piano in his studio. We had to move in, that son of a bitch. It was heavy. And the piano, I lifted a piano. Gosh, my leg. No, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so thicker is gonna look like this, right? I'm too thick. So that's your beginner intermediate thing, because it's gonna be the same. The intermediate, I would just suggest you start farther away and you draw to center, the center dot, and then you're like, okay, too thick, little hard, little thick, and then this is a directional draw video, but this is how you warm up. Or this, if you're intermediate, you can do this thing, directional draw. Now I'm just running because I want to get out of here. Sorry, I'm slop hitting balls. I just want to show you, same with the side, okay? Beginner, closer, once, twice, push it in. And I don't even care at that point if you're loose. I'll go around so you can see it on the other side. Now I'm just milking it. Look at me, I'm just milking it. Like I'm playing hurt. You guys don't understand. I play hurt. I come out here and teach you guys even when I'm injured. God, insufferable. Okay. What do they call it? Performance male. I'm a performance male. There's something my kids, they always have these terms because they're kids, they're teenagers. Performative male, that's what I am. I only do things as a performance because I'm fucking performing. Ooh, I swore, sorry. Okay, so here we go. So just say you're super stiff and you're like, oh, and I can't make a bridge other than a thumbnail like this, okay? You can still get it to come back. You just have to hit it, okay? So if you wanna do it, do that until you get it down. Then you can loosen up. You can get a proper bridge. You're good to go. So, okay. And then if you're intermediate, just go halfway there. But if you're a beginner, get a little closer. Get that ball. Take that juice on there easier. So the closer we are, easier it is. Especially when you're at this distance. Pack a lunch, beginners. Intermediates too. It's a tough intermediate shot. It's kind of advanced, honestly. So, okay. I was going to shoot this off like a... I love you guys. We'll see you later. Bye.